Alright guys, still in my pajamas, still extremely tired, but just got a package in now. I'm extremely excited about this. Some of you could probably not even care less, but let me show you what it is and what my plans are for it. So you can't really tell what it is from the box, but basically it's a lighting rig. I'll kind of flash on the screen an example. What I plan to do with this is, I really want to start producing more informational videos just because, that's kind of why I got into it, is help people, and those also drive a lot more traffic to the channel. People will find those from searching. And so down here in the basement, we have the weight setup that a lot of you guys have probably seen if you watched that basement workout. But the lighting is absolutely terrible down here, and especially like when you use a camera to play with the settings, if you want to actually be able to see, then you have to actually reduce the quality of the footage, and so I want the best quality I can. So what my plans are to do is set up a backdrop behind it, and then also in this corner, and make like a corner backdrop, just like black, and then set up the lighting rigs going down, and basically have a mini studio where I can come down here anytime, whenever an idea pops into my mind. I can do different exercise tutorials, tips for different exercises, all sorts of informational videos. So I think it's going to be a good move for the channel, and it actually wasn't even that expensive, so I'm very happy because you can find anything on Amazon for very cheap. But we have a little conundrum that we got to solve today. The gym that I normally go to, they're redoing the track, and for some reason they have to close the entire weight room. A gym that closes the weight room is basically useless, so we have to find another gym to work out in today. We have a pull day, so the equipment isn't as crucial for like bench and squat. I really like using the same equipment. I'm very particular about that. So we're going to try to find another gym today. I've got one in mind. It costs like $7 for the day fee, but we'll see what we can do. Quick sneak peek for you guys before I actually go to the gym. Now I ordered a bunch of bulk ingredients so that I can make my own pre-workout. I'll go over that more in the next video, but it is awesome. This place is absolutely massive. You can't see it from this angle, but on the other side over there, there's a huge water park. So this gym was not terrible, but it definitely wasn't the best. It was, all the equipment was crammed into one corner, and there was a lot of members for the amount of equipment that they had. One that I definitely wouldn't go to on a regular basis. But we are back to week 1 of my program, doing 4 sets of 6 on bent over rows. I'm using 245 pounds. That's about 80% of my estimated 1 rep max. And if you notice, the way I like to do bent over rows is with an underhand grip. I just really feel the contraction a lot better in my lats. Also, I am using a slight bit of momentum in these, and I'm trying to emulate the rowing technique Ed Cohen used, as I saw in a recent video from Super Training or Mark Bell. And basically the way he does it is he uses a little tiny bit of momentum to help him get a little bit better stretch at the bottom and put up a little bit more weight. Now the important thing while using momentum in certain lifts is you have to make sure you're still feeling it in the muscle you're trying to target. So it's very easy to use a ton of momentum and then not actually stimulate the muscle that you're trying to work. You also want to make sure that you're using the momentum in a safe manner. A lot of times people can become reckless and end up injuring themselves, but for me the momentum was very controlled and I was still feeling an intense contraction in my lats. After rows, I typically do a neutral grip pull down, although that was being used at this gym, so I did weighted pull-ups. Started off with 90 pounds, but only got like 5 or 6, so I had to drop the weight down to 70 pounds to try to get some reps in. But this is a movement I haven't done in a while, and it's one that definitely takes practice. It's a lot harder than just doing a lat pull down. Now here is a new addition to my routine. It's the wide grip cable row. And one thing that I felt has always been lacking on me is my traps and my mid-back. I feel like my lats have decent development, but the mid-back and traps have been kind of lacking behind. So what I'm really focusing on here is just squeezing my lower traps and my rhomboids as hard as I can, trying to hold the contraction at the top. Really focusing on bringing my scapula and pinching them together at the top. The way I normally perform the cable rows is with a much narrower grip, and I pull it a lot lower, really trying to engage the lats, but this I'm hitting a little bit higher just to try to increase my overall back thickness. But that's it for the workout footage. You can stick around for a little post-workout meal that I made that was pretty darn good. Yep.